back for another episode, this time of Final Fantasy X. So last weekend I showed you guys how to do the level grinding trick that I learnt from Fuzzfinger, and I want to give him a big I want to give a big shout out to Fuzzfinger for that level grinding trick. It's been ever so helpful. And then we went after some of the celestial weapons. I also tried to get hold of some of the seals, which since then I've now managed to get quite a few of them. I tried to get Tidus's, unfortunately, what with it being so bloody difficult, with getting the 0.00 time thing on it. It was a pain in the ass to get, and I've actually not succeeded. But instead, while grinding, I believe I did pull a where is it? Yes, I did. I've actually pulled a alternative with break damage limit on it, so it should all be good. I've not got it equipped right now though, because I've just been doing a bit of grinding here at the arena. In fact, actually, let's just quickly recap the level grinding trick. So, first things first, you're going to want to have captured all the fiends in the Cavern of the Stone Faith in order to get the Don Tomry, otherwise this is not going to work. You don't have to do this particular step, but it does help with speeding up the grind. If you get the triple AP weapons from the, I believe it's called the Death Eye in the arena, to unlock that one you simply need to capture 4 of the flyers in Mayhem High Road, Thunder Plains, Macalania, and also Mega Dungeon, and I think there's also... I think there's also one at Mount Gegazet as well that you need to capture as well. And then once you have done that, what you want to do is choose your designated attacker. So in my case, Rocker, because he's killed the most. And the more you kill, the more damage you will take, which is what you want. And I've got him set to Stoic. And then with the other 2 players that are going to be in your party that you want to level grind, you want them set to Comrade. And then once you've got that all set up, you're going to go against the Don Tomry. I'll just give you a quick demonstration. If I can find it, there it is. And basically what we're going to do is we're just going to basically have Waka continuously attack, and each time we attack, Tomby will retaliate with Karma, and that's where we're going to get all of our XP from. So we can basically just skip everybody else's turns really, we don't need to worry too much about them. The more attacks you can get in, the better, because it means the more experience you're pulling, because basically every time you get hit by that Karma, it's adding more XP on. But once Tombury gets close enough to knife you, he will cease retaliating with Karma, and at that point that's when you want to retreat. Oh crap, what's going on here? Okay, I must have run out of potions. Not potions, Phoenix Downs. Let me just have a quick glance at that. Oh, hello Tyler. Been a while since I've seen you pop up on my stream. How are you doing, little buddy? Oh yes, I have actually run out of Phoenix Downs. That's my fault. I'll have to stock up on those in just a moment. That was my bad. I've actually got Auto Phoenix set up on my team, so they would normally automatically resurrect themselves, but obviously in this instance it's going to be slightly different because I've run out of Phoenix Downs. So you can get the Phoenix Downs from any shop you want, and I do recommend stocking up on them before you begin this trick, because you're going to be wanting to revive your designated attacker quite a lot. Lucky for me, I've got Tidus here who's got life, because he's been down Yuna's part of the sphere grid. Yeah, I'm not too bad, Tyler. I'm still soldiering on. Still furloughed, unfortunately, so I'm just using as much of my free time as I can to try and sort my channel out a bit. Let's rotate back round to Walker again. Once again, Tomby will retaliate with Karma. Now also with the Death Eye, I'd say if your Animar is strong enough, even if you've got all the triple AP weapons, go farm the Death Eye for more triple AP weapons, because they're actually worth a lot of money. Most of them are worth between 60 and 90k, so it's a good, very quick way of grinding for more money. I also wanted to show you guys another money making trick, although at the moment I don't have everything set up for it, because I need to capture everything in the Omega Dungeon for this to work. But once you've captured everything in the Omega Dungeon, you will be rewarded with 99 designer wallets. And what you want to do then is use those 99 designer wallets, or some of them at least, to put Gillionaire on one of your characters. And then you want to go back to the Omega Dungeon and you want to look for the lizards that come with the chests. And what you want to do is steal from those chests. And 99% of the time they will turn into a mimic. And then you just kill the mimic. Now with Gillionaire on, you'll pull, I believe it's 100k a time from the mimics. If you don't have Gillionaire on, you're still pulling 50k, so you're still getting a fair amount. Anyway, back to this for a moment. So at this point, Tomby's now moved as far forward as he can go. So at this point, we're going to actually go ahead and flee here. And all that experience we've just racked up will get chucked straight onto our characters, as you can see. I've not actually pulled as much as I could have pulled this time around, but that's because my Auto Phoenix unfortunately went down. Because I ran out of Phoenix Downs. I'm just going to rectify that now. Go. Right. No, I don't want to buy any more items. I've got what I want, thank you. Right, so anyway, today we're going to be covering Omega Dungeon, because last time we tried to take the Omega Dungeon on and then we got flattened. But before we do that, we're going to go to Renam Temple and take on Belgamy, and we're also going to pick up the Magnus Sisters. And the reason for this is we actually need to beat all of Belgamy's Aeons in order to send her, and we want to be able to send her so that we can get Yuna's sigil, whatever you want to call it, to complete her celestial weapon. And in order to beat all of Belgamy's Aeons, we actually have to have possession of all of them as well, otherwise they won't pop up in her inventory. So we're going to go ahead and get the Magnus Sisters at the same time, kill two birds with one stone. Now I've already gone and got hold of Oren's sigil, and I've also got hold of Walker's as well. Tidus's we've got around by getting a break damage limit weapon, and then that just really leaves Lulu, if I'm honest, because Riku and Kamari I don't really bother to use too much. In fact, also that's a point, I should also show you what else I've done with my team. So I've obviously got the break damage limit and stuff like that, but also I've been working on my armours, and I've now got armours with break HP limit and auto phoenix, and in Walker's case I've also given him auto haste. The others I've still got empty slots on because I haven't decided what to put on them just yet, but as you can see the break HP limit's already helping quite a bit. Quite a few characters have now gone over the 9k mark, which is well, quite useful, especially for the Omega Dungeon. Now, providing we're successful at getting through Omega Dungeon and we're quick enough at getting through it, I also want to take on a few of the story bosses as well, so that we can get inside Sin, so that I can start capturing stuff in there as well. Right, here's Belgamy.
If you...
We will come back to you in just a moment, Belgamy. Oh, God. No. Let me just go around the edge of her, because we want to go and get the Magnus Sisters first. Now, in order to get the Magnus Sisters, you will need to have fulfilled 3 requirements. The first, actually no, 4 requirements. First off, you need the Celestial Mirror. Second of all, you will need to have got your hands on Animar, because one of the protective barriers around this door is actually from Animar. The other requirements that you need is to have gotten hold of the Blossom Crown and the Flower Scepter. So actually, now that I think about it, I might not be able to break through it. Yeah, we're gonna have to...
I will be...
We're gonna have to bash through some of her aeons a minute.
Very well.
I can't actually get through the seal.
Ready?
I must be missing an item. I think I know which one it is, and one of the items we actually do get from Belgium, so we'll just plough on through a minute and try and see if we can pull it. We should be able to make light work of this as well. Our aeons are actually very powerful now because of the grinding that I've been doing. I mean, Unisphere Grid's just about full now. How are you, Tyler? Oh, that's cool. Are you playing alongside me, are you? Following me along? There we go, that's Ifrit taken down. So next up will be Ixion.
Stop. Ah, you have... Take this.
And we get 30 X potions for that one.
Well,
So like I said, next up then is Ixion.
now.
I wish it didn't have to go through the entire cutscene for the Aeons. Or if it was going to force us to go through the entire cutscene of it, they could at least give us the ability to skip it.
Choose your Aeon.
That's Ixion down.
Stop. That is enough.
And greetings to whoever's just joined
you have
the
made...
stream.
Take this. It may come in handy.
So we're just working our way through Belgamy's Aeons right now. Right then, so next up is Shiva.
Very well. Now.
And again, we'll just go ahead and drag Animar out and make light work of it.
Choose your Aeon well, son.
Oops, wrong button. There we go, that's Shiva defeated. So next up then is Bahamut.
Stop. That... Ah, you have... Take this.
Got a load of mega potions.
Very
So
well.
Bahamut next.
Now, are you ready? Choose your Aeon.
And that's Bahamut down. So next up will be either Animar or Yojimbo, which means we are going to potentially have to switch Aeons for a moment, depending on which one it is that we have to deal with next. I'm not sure which order it's in.
Ah, you take this.
Ah, the Flower Scepter. That might have been the item we were missing. Let's have a look. You are ahead of me just now. Got to the thumbprints. Ah, okay. There we go. The last of the seals has been released. With that we get the Magnus Sisters, the last of the Aeons. Oh yeah, we can't go back in there at present. Right, so now we're going to go ahead and polish off the last of her Aeons. So Yojimbo is next.
Very well. Now, are you ready? Choose your Aeon.
So for this one we can go ahead and pull Animar out again. There we go, that's Yojimbo down. So I'm hoping by next weekend I'll be ready to take down the Dark Aeons. Or at least that's my plan anyway, but we'll see how things go.
Ah, you have made... Take this.
Right, so for our next battle we are going to have to switch Aeons for a moment, because obviously...
Before we begin... Now.
I've just gone and summoned the wrong one, haven't I? Yes, I have. I've accidentally summoned Baleful. Whoops. My bad. I'll just go ahead and take Baleful out a second. That'll take me a second.
Stop. Ah, you have made some progress. And for
there
that,
is someone else
I'm
watching the
glad.
stream right now, Tyler, but I don't
Take
know who
this.
they are as of
It may
yet.
come in
They've
handy.
yet to reveal themselves. So I shall just say hello to anyone who is watching the stream right now. Right, let's try this again, shall we? Preferably going after the correct Aeon, which is Animar.
Very well. Now, are you ready? Choose your Aeon well, Summoner.
Right, so obviously this time round we can't actually use Animar, so we're going to go ahead and pull Yojimbo out here. We'll just pay him 100, it should be enough to one-hit Animar, I should think. Yeah, that should do. We don't need anything special. There we go.
Stop. That... Ah, you have made... Take this.
So, if you're wondering how I got the break HP limit armors, basically what I did was I went down to the Cavern of the Stolen Faith and I built up Yuna's Overdrive Gorge and then saved my game, and then I went in against Dark Yojimbo, just the first Dark Yojimbo, and I kept grand summoning my Yojimbo. Now of course there is going to be a bit of luck involved in this one, but if you can get your Yojimbo to Zanmato, you can pull break HP limit armor from Dark Yojimbo, and you have to kill him a grand total of 5 times in order to actually get rid of him completely. So if you just farm the first Dark Yojimbo, so what I was doing was basically killing him, coming back out via the teleport, coming back out of the cave and saving my game and rinsing and repeating, and that's pretty much how I've done it. Now it has taken me quite some substantial time to get it done, but I did get there in the end.
Choose your Aeon will, son.
So we're going to pull out Anima for this last one, and I'm going to just overdrive them, I think. Also, the break damage limit weapons that I pulled also came from Dark Yojimbo as well. There we go. Damn, that was a lot of damage.
Stop. That is enough.
Right, so that's all of our Aeons now defeated. Now, at this point, we can choose to farm her for a few other bits and pieces if we want to, but to be honest, I'm not going to bother. I don't need to.
That's not possible. You have already surpassed your father. There is nothing more I can teach you. My work here on Spira is done. Time for me to go.
Send her.
Yep, we'll perform the sending.
It is in your hands. Destroy sin and save Spira.
And we get the Moon Sigil, which is for Yuna's weapon. And we still can't get back in there. Okay, we'll leave that for now. We can get inside all of the faith rooms, or the majority of them at least. But for some reason it's not letting me get inside that one. I can't remember what I need to do in order to get back in there, or if it's even possible. I'll have to read up on it. But for the time being we'll leave that, and we'll go ahead and make our way back out of here. You've been able to get the sisters, have you? I mean, the Magna Sisters are relatively easy to get. The only thing that can trip people up sometimes, I think, is getting the Destruction Sphere item in the well, in any of the temples really, especially if you Bavel Temple in particular is the worst one to forget about, because if you don't get it, it's pretty much game over for getting Anima, which is required to get the Magna Sisters. Because once you leave the Cloister of Trials at Bavel, that's pretty much it. You cannot get back in there again. So it's essential that you make sure that you have definitely picked up the item in question from there before you leave. And getting Wakka's sigil was an absolute pain in the butt as well. The amount of grinding I spent yesterday doing it, because I literally spent from about 11:30 yesterday morning all the way up until about, must have been about 7 o'clock in the evening, just blitzballing left, right and centre, trying to trying to complete the leagues and tournaments and stuff to get it done. And I've got to admit, I'm not a great fan of Blitzball, so I just sort of forged ahead and just sort of forced myself to just get on with it. Decided that once I'd done it, that was it. It was done and dusted then, and I didn't need to do it again. Right, so we want Yuna's first. So Yuna's weapon is now complete. Next we'll complete Oren's. The only celestial weapons that I will not be able to complete will be Lulu's, Kamari's, and... well, actually no, I might be able to do Riku's. I need to do some research into Riku's, because to get Riku's sigil you need to do the cacti puzzle on Beacon Island. I'm just not entirely certain as to how you do it because I've never done it before. But Lulu's requires the lightning dodge to be done, and you have to dodge 200 lightning bolts consecutively, and believe me, I have tried my damn hardest to do the 200 lightning dodge because I want it for the trophy as well, and I just have not been able to do it. It's been an absolute nightmare. Kamari's requires the butterfly hunt to be completed, and again I'm crap at the butterfly hunt as well, and I decided since I don't use Kamari very much that I just wouldn't bother. Instead I just get around it by finding them other break damage limit weapons which I can get from farming the Dark Aeons if need be. But right, so now that we've sorted our weapons out, let's have a quick glance at what they've now got. So here is Orange with break damage limit, triple overdrive, which means our overdrive will now it'll fill up like twice as fast now. First strike and counter attack, pretty hefty I'd say. Walker's is the world champion one again, break damage limit, triple overdrive, double AP, and evade and counter. Oh, sorry Tyler, so you've never managed to get Magnus Sisters. Well, to get Magnus Sisters it's pretty simple. You just have to get Serenum Temple first of all. The first of the items that you need is the Blossom Crown. You'll get that from capturing one of each fiend on Mount Gegazet. The second item you'll get from beating Belgamy's Aeons up to the point of, I believe it's Bahamut. And then finally you just need to get Animar, which is pretty easy to do. You just go to the Barjay Temple for that, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows where that is, or I assume everybody knows where that is. If not, just check out my guide for more info. We did cover Animar some episodes back, I believe. So it should be in there somewhere. Right. So with that now done, do I want to do that first or do I want to do that first? Oh, actually I need to be able to get past that to do that. Yeah, no, we'll leave that for now. Right, so next up then we're going to return to the Omega Dungeon, where we're going to carry on from where we left off last time, and hopefully this time we will actually defeat the Omega Dungeon.
Yeehaw! Here we go!
Right, let me just... there it is. I'm going to put my capture weapon back on for now because I want to try and capture a few bits as we go. When we get to the boss fight rooms though, I'll switch to my Celestials. Now I've got First Strike on Tidus to help me deal with the Mulbras. Where's that gone? Oh, there it is. You're very welcome, Tyler. I really do hope that my guide is of some sort of use to you, because you know I do it for you guys, my fans. And I will admit it does get a little bit upsetting that I don't have more fans, if I'm honest, like Frostfinger does. I mean, I'm doing the best I possibly can with what equipment I've got and what skills I have. And I still haven't quite figured out what it is that I'm doing wrong. In order to increase my audience, but I don't know, we'll get there eventually. Anyway, now that I've saved my game, let's go ahead and start conquering. Now this is the battle I was on about. I should have the steal ability by now with Titus. Yes, I do. So if we go ahead and just steal from this chest here, as you can see, nothing to steal, and it will turn into a mimic. And what I'm going to actually do here, just to speed this up, is actually, before I do that, let me just kill off this thing because I want to capture it. Because the mimics have got quite a bit of health, so what I'm going to do here is just pull Angmar out and one-hit this thing. Now at the moment I don't have Gillionaire at present because I haven't captured everything in here. But these mimics are the ones that I was on about with the money-making trick. And basically, you could actually stand near the save sphere to farm these. You wouldn't even need to go very far. And without Gillionaire, you'll pull 50k a time. With Gillionaire, it's 100k a time. So there we go. Look, there's the 50k. Building our money back up again. Right, let's go ahead and start making our way through the dungeon then. Oof, Demoloth. Right, now with these guys we need to make sure we've got stoneproof, which at the moment I do not believe any of my characters do have it on right now. I'm just going to see if I can... I've got stone ward, but that's not exactly very helpful. I think in this instance I'm actually going to run just for now because I completely forgot about the whole stoneproof thing. And I'm just going to go through my equipment here a second and just see if I've got anyone that's got stoneproof on or that can access it. Yes, she's got it. In fact, actually, do you know what? I'll just run from the Demoloth for now because the only reason I've got for going up against them is to capture them, and I'll do that off camera. Right now we are here to work our way to the dungeon. Whoops. Hopefully this time we'll have a lot more success. Oh, bloody hell. Might as well get the money from this. Definitely worth it, I think.
Please help us.
Oof. Damn, that did a lot of damage. Let's move on then. Oh, these guys are easy enough to beat. So first things first, what we're going to do is haste-agar ourselves up. And then I'll try and show you guys how to defeat the majority of the enemies in here as well as we go. So what we need right now is you. And what we're going to do is we're going to armor break next. And then with Walker we're going to use triple foul on the one that we just armor broke. And that gets blind onto it. Now you can just use the standard blind attack as well. And the reason I armor broke first is because it actually makes it a lot easier to get the blind on. So that's one down. Without the armor break it's a lot harder. I'll just give it a try though. Oh, okay, I managed to get it on this time. Actually, let's try a mug attack, see what we steal from it. Wow, even without armor break on, I'm still doing that much damage. That's insane.
It's over.
Right, continuing to forge our way down through.
It's over.
Ooh, a Tetra Bracer. Now they are very useful for making your own like badass equipment up. In the fact that they have, well, they usually have 4 empty equipment slots on them. So if you're wanting to build your own armor from scratch, that's a good way to go. Right, let's go down this tunnel first because there's a few chests down this end. And we've got ourselves a few bombs that have decided to crawl out of the woodwork as well. Now these guys I believe have about 20k of health, so they are take-outable without them exploding as long as you can do 9,999 damage like I can. If you've been using like grinding trick you should have no problem. That is 2 down. And that's 3 down. Right. Oh, Mulbra. Now the quickest way to pick these ones apart is with Provoke. And Tidus is usually the one with Provoke, so I would strongly advise that you have First Strike on Tidus for that exact reason.
Hey you, take me on!
And so what we're going to do is we're going to start off by provoking, like I said. And what this does is it stops him from being able to bag breath for as long as Tidus is on the field and as long as the provoke is still in effect. Which means we're now free to wail on him without the risk of being berserked, poisoned, you know, all those other nasty little alignments that come with the Mulbra. This trick also does work on the normal Mulbra as well that's in the Calmlands and Sunken Cave. The only Mulbra that it will not work against is the one that's in the arena, for obvious reasons. There we go, Great Mulbra defeated. claw keys fit. Defending bracer. And a turnover, which is a weapon for, I believe it's Walker, is it? Yes, it is. Magic counter and counter attack. That's not bad. That'd be a good weapon to sell for some good money, I'd say. The demon loft that I came up against earlier, the best way to deal with them, first of all you need at least one character with stoneproof on to stop the breath attack from killing all your party. I usually make sure it's someone that can access the use ability, so you can access the Albed potions, because Albed potions will instantly remove any petrification. And then the second thing you want to do is to have someone who's got silence attack hit the demon off with silence attack and silence them, and so long as you're successful with it, this will stop them from retaliating with Pharaoh's curse. And at this point you're pretty much free to wail on the demon off and they can virtually do fuck all to you at that point. Now I'm going to leave that lava thing till last. For the sheer fact of these things are bloody evil. Afraid of that. Bloody poison mist. Luckily we're safe this time round. So I'm just going to go ahead here and clear that off of Owen before he wallops us one.
Take that.
One moment. Sorry about that, folks. Right, where were we? Trying to work out where I'm supposed to go. Oh, I've gone back on myself, haven't I? You can sod off, lizard. Yeah, sorry about that interruption, folks. There was something else that I was going to be doing later on today, or was meant to have been doing later on today, and plans have just been altered ever so slightly. It's not an issue though, the stream will continue. I'll be going for just over an hour again, as I always do. Like I said, depending on how quickly we get through it, depends on whether I go deal with Sin as well or not, or at least get inside of Sin anyway. If I don't manage it this time around, we'll do it next time, it's not an issue. Ooh, an adamantoise. So these guys are actually quite easy to take out. We just need to armor break, which I can't do with this character right now because he hasn't got round to Orin's side of the grid yet. So we're going to have Orin do it instead. I believe Rocker might be able to do it though. I swear I've sent Rocker around to Orin's side. I could be wrong though. There we go. We're actually getting quite close to the bottom now of the first section of the dungeon, which is good. As if silence is really going to stop us. So we're just coming up to the last set of chests now, I believe. And there's also an Albed primer down here somewhere as well that we want to grab. Pretty sure it's down in this bottom section here. Oh my god, we're being bombarded now. Right, which chest to open first, I wonder. Oh, there's a level 3 keys fit.
Take that.
There we go. And the Albed Prime is just in the back there. Okay, so from here we are going to go ahead and make our way down towards Ultima now. Oh, a Tombury. We'll just do a quick heal up a second. Right then, up we go. And we're going to go ahead and run from that. So I'm just going to go ahead here and switch some of my weapons out. So I'm going to pull out my Mezzanoon and my World Champion for now.
You're kidding.
This may not take very long beating this one because he's only got 100k. It depends how much damage my celestial weapons let me do. We'll soon find out. So let's start off by using Hastiger. Wow. We made light work of that. Very light work. My goodness. Right then. So now we're going to continue making our way down.
That was not Omega.
Towards Omega.
Just a shadow born from Omega's wrath.
What, so the main man's still around?
Come on out, Omega!
When we meet, I will send it.
So we're almost there now. We just have to make our way down through here, and we are going to get bombarded by a variety of different fiends as we work our way through. Ah, 2 wraiths. Whoops. Should probably put my capture weapons back on for a minute. Apparently I just targeted a chest that I didn't even realise was there. Ah, defenders. got this time? Ah, Tombury. I think we can deal with that. So as you can see, since last time I have made quite a lot of improvement to my team, and we are actually starting to push our way through here a lot easier without having to run away. Fucking Dino off. These guys I will, however, run away from because I don't really want to. I don't want to put my stone proof on right now. So last time we got beaten by Omega when he one-hitted us with Ultima. Hopefully this time we're actually going to deflect that. And hopefully we're not going to take quite as much damage, or at least that's the plan anyway. More Wraiths. Blimey, they're dishing out a lot of those at the moment. Another Tombury. Go. Right, at this point we're going to want to heal up, and our next battle is going to be against Omega, so at this point also we want to make sure that we have got all our celestial weapons on, or any other form of break damage limit weapons that we might get our hands on. So unfortunately I have not been able to complete the celestial weapon for Tidus, so instead we are going to be putting on, where is it? There it is, the Excalibur blade, which I'm still yet to power up a bit more. I don't know what else I want to put on it just yet, I haven't decided. She's already got hers on. Have I got break damage limit for her yet? No, I haven't. We're not too... sugar. The controller's just died. One moment, folks. I've got to switch my controllers around. Let's not charge. Right. Okay, so we're good to go. Hopefully this time we'll be a bit more successful because we're a lot stronger this time.
We rate his personally.
Now obviously Omega is going to be immune to most things that we can dish out.
This is definitely bad.
And so with that in mind, I'd say basically we just want to make sure we're buffing up our defenses. I'm going to get Shell on to try and reduce the damage dealt to us by the ultimate when he dishes it out. And that was quite a bit of damage. That was pretty impressive, I must admit. Let's get haste to go on. So Omega's got roughly around, I think it's 1 million health. So it's if you're not able to do that much damage, then do expect a very long-winded fight. Oops, hang on.
This ends now.
That should reduce the majority of the damage that Ultima can do. That is my next thing to start working on once I've got Protect onto Orin.
Armor of light, hold physical might.
Orin's still got a ways to go by the looks of it. Right, everybody on the field is now shelled and protected. Oof. And there's our counter attack. What can we do now? Oh, I know. Oh, I haven't got ultimate in this one, have I? Let's hit him with a flare. Let's see how much damage we can do with a flare. No, that was a fair bit. Right, let's have Orin pull back for a bit, and let's have Tidus come out and have some fun. So Tidus has already got Shell on him, so we just need to buff him up with Protect. Oops, I just healed him back up, that was stupid. And that is Omega defeated. Soon we'll be taking down the Dark Aeons, but first I just need to improve my defences a little bit more. Once that's done we should be good to go. That and I need to improve my team's accuracy as well.
Find your peace on the far plane. Leave Spira to the living.
And we get a good 100k there. Now if you've got AAA Peon you're going to get more like 300k, which is always useful. And 3 level 4 key spheres and Genji armlet as well. Blimey. And we're teleported back to the beginning. And I think that armlet is for, if I'm not mistaken, it is. Kamari now has break HP limit as well. And break damage as well. Brilliant. Do a quick game save a second. So I think at this point, actually, now because I've been going for about an hour and 10 thereabouts, I'm actually going to take a break at this point. And my next live stream will be Tuesday, and that will be Kingdom Hearts 2 again. And then after that, it'll be Thursday. And my next Final Fantasy live stream will more than likely be next weekend, but if I manage to get the grind done beforehand, I might try and squeeze it in a bit earlier. But next time we pick up things on Final Fantasy X, we're going to be hopefully picking off all the Dark Aeons in order. And once that's done, the only thing we've got left to deal with then is Nemesis and Penance. And then after that, it's literally the endgame bosses. So, sad to say, but our Final Fantasy X playthrough is gradually coming to an end. We are running out of stuff to do now. But right, so I'm going to wrap things up here, and I will catch you all next time. Bye bye for now. Thank you very much for watching.